Everything's twice as nice on ice. Well, it's always nice on ice at the Eccles Ice Center when Utah State hockey is in full swing, and they are in full swing. Tonight on the Valley Channel Game of the Week, Utah State and Weber State, two of the top teams in the Western region, as they tune up for the regionals.
Yeah, it's senior night as well here at Utah State. Last regular season game of the year. You'll hear from Coach Eccles later talking about 4 of those seniors who are leaving, and it's a little, a little emotional for those guys. But they got to do some work to beat Weber State because Weber has had their number this season.
They really have. Weber beat them in back-to-back games back in mid-January. Utah State coming off a very successful trip down to Arizona where they beat Arizona State one game, then lost to them, and then just a shellacking of BYU last night, 12-0.
That's a shame. Hurts my feelings.
Utah State really good at home. Stick around because the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is coming up next.
I'm a totally different man.
You could do one thing only, incline training is it.
It eliminated that fad. Just get up and walk.
You want to change your life, then you need to step up to the X9 from Nordic Track. What makes the X9 the best calorie burning machine on the planet? Incline. Going up, now you're burning twice the calories. You want more? Take it all the way to 40% incline for 5 times the calorie burn.
The X9 is one of the fastest ways ever to burn calories.
And all you have to do is walk.
Plus, the X9 comes with iFit, powered by Google Maps, so you can work out anywhere.
Burn fat jogging on the beaches of Fiji. Shed pounds hiking the Swiss Alps.
With iFit, the X9 automatically adjusts, so your workout follows the terrain.
You can most definitely shed calories and burn fat.
You can just walk the calories off.
Get this amazing machine for $0 down and free shipping, $150 value.
To order, call 1-800-383-4153 or go online today.
It's hockey on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Now is Weber State visits Utah State, and it's brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. Salt Lake Express, door-to-door service to and from the Salt Lake Airport every hour. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Immaculate Homes, now your home. Wendy's of Cache Valley, way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. VR Graphics for all your promotional graphics needs. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone at only $10 a month. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. Well, hello everyone and welcome again to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. This week it is hockey. Utah State playing host to Weber State. I'm Eric Olson along with Lee Vaughn, and we're at the Eccles Ice Center. And this is the rowdiest place in town when the Aggies are on the ice, Lee.
It's the rowdiest place in town the day after Valentine's Day. How's that?
And on Valentine's Day night, they gave all of their fans a treat with a 12-0 shellacking of BYU. And tonight, going against a Weber team that they've had trouble with. One of the few teams they've had trouble with. 7 losses on the season for this Utah State team. 2 of them have come to Weber.
3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah, they're 3-1-1 against Weber State, and they lost their very first game out of the gate, and you heard about that a little bit later. But you're right, Weber State has really had their number, and Coach Fligger will talk about the depth that he really wanted in the team this season. It's really paid off for Weber State.
All right, well, let's listen to the coaches. Lee had a chance to talk with both. First, Coach Fligger from Weber State.
Well, Coach Fligger, the Weber State hockey team, this is going to be odd asking these questions this late in the season, last game, but this is the first time on the Valley Channel for us this whole season. Tell us about your team and really where you've come this year and how you're feeling about tonight's game.
Well, in the beginning of the year, we need to look a little bit more on the defensive side. We had to, over the summer, we had to recruit and get a little bit more depth on defense, which we did. And it really makes a big difference for your forwards is to take a little bit more chances. As you can see in our stats, I guess, we're a very offensive-minded team. We score a lot of goals. And when you have good defense and good goaltending, it'll give your forwards confidence enough to take a little bit more chances maybe and be able to get more of an aggressive forecheck going. So, that was our main goal. We did that. We got a little bit more depth on offense as well. So in the beginning of the year, we were dealing a lot with injuries, and we made it through. And I think a lot of it was the fact that we had a lot of depth. When we became healthy in the beginning of the second semester, we made our run. As you know, we came to Logan, and we played them home and beat them both games. And they were huge games because I think that really decided who was going to be, really number one or number two.
Yeah, and that's exactly my next question is, you've really handled Utah State this year. I think you're 3-1-1 against them.
We did.
This season.
Absolutely. John Eccles has done a wonderful job with Utah State and has for years. And whenever we play these guys, it's always a battle. And, it's been a rivalry for years. Even when I coached before, back in the early 2000s, it was always a rival with these guys. So, every game we play is, it's a close game, as you can tell. And, but our goal this year, one of them was to, again, get the depth so we could play or at least have the benefit and advantage of beating better teams like Utah State. And it showed this year.
Yeah,
so.
It seemed to work out. You have 3 players two with 46 points on the season, 1 with 42 points. Who needs to step up tonight in this last game? And, of course, it's senior night, so it's kind of a big deal for the Aggies.
Right. Well, there's a lot of guys that were dealing with nagging injuries tonight, so they're not playing. But, we're giving some of our other guys a chance to play tonight. Players that normally might not dress. Your third and fourth lines are going to be seeing a lot of ice. So, it's good for them to see what they have to offer and see, the pressure is going to be brought on them to see who will step up. So we'll be interested ourselves as coaches to see who's going to, be the one to step up, or hopefully 3 or 4 different players will do that. So
we're looking forward to a great game. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Always. Thank you. You bet.
Joe Fligger, coach of the Weber State team. They're 21-11-3, but they are only 7-9-3 away from home.
Well, that's a big deal, and this is a tough place to play. And you heard in that interview, he's talking about maybe giving some other guys some time coming into this game. The regionals are already set, and they're doing very well this season. So you might see some other guys, and Utah State will have a chance to make some hay against maybe some more inexperienced lines.
John Eccles' team is 12-3-1 here on the home ice. Let's hear what Coach Eccles had to say.
Coach Eccles, last game of the season, last home ice, senior night, big night. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. We got 4 guys getting ready to graduate. They've been here. One's been here 3. The other 2 have been here 4 years. And it's been an awesome run for them. And it's tough. It tugs on your heart, You get close to these guys, and all of a sudden they're getting ready to go. But pretty happy with them. Should be a good game for them.
Well, we're looking forward to a great game with Weber, in-state rival and almost in-county rival. They're very close for that matter. But they really kind of had your number this year. I think 3-1-1. You beat them 1 time, but they got you 3 times. Tell me about playing Weber State.
It's been tough. They've really come along. Our first game with them, we just weren't quite ready. We had some injuries.
First game of the year.
Yeah, first game of the year. Had some injuries, which didn't help us. And then we played them here, and it was a tie. We won in a shootout because we organized the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League, and they're part of it. So it's a tie, ACHA, a win there. So we did that, and then they came back and played. We beat them. And then at the break, we came out flat. Again, some injuries, but don't want to use that excuse. We should have beat them, But no, they're good. I'm happy for them getting the number 1 seed because of what happened to ASU. So that's good for Utah. After regionals, the state of Utah could send 3 teams to nationals this year.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your team. Who needs to step up tonight, have a great game? Who's going to be in the pipes?
Bryce, this is his last home game. He's a senior, so he'll be starting it off for us tonight. We need all 4 lines to really step up, and we've been rolling 4 lines all year, which has been awesome. Guys have been getting a lot of ice time. We've been wearing teams down, and so that's what we're looking for. Everyone to step up, play their role, and contribute in some way or another.
Okay, we're looking forward to a great game.
Hey, you guys are awesome as always.
Coach.
Thanks for coming. And it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. We'll maybe fix that next year.
Yeah, Earl, it's been a long time.
Thanks, Coach.
See ya.
Coach Eccles talking about his team here tonight, and they've always treated us well here at the Eccles Ice Center, so it's nice to get back to having some hockey here on the Valley Channel. He's excited about his team this year.
Well, he is, and he's done a great job with them. And you heard him talk about the 4 seniors who are leaving tonight, and this is their last game in the Aggie uniform. And you know, you could tell he was a little emotional about it, and he learns to really love these kids, and he's a great coach.
Those seniors to watch for tonight: Sean Irwin, number 5, Chase Allington, number 92, Ty Johns, number 23, and Bryce Scherschel, number 37. So those are the seniors that the Aggies will bid farewell to here tonight. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll drop the puck and get underway. It's Utah State and Weber State on the ice tonight.
That's what was hard for my dad, was that he did not catch so much of the conversation, would respond inappropriately sometimes because he didn't hear. My father always put his hand behind his ear cupping so he could hear us. We don't think about it. It's when our family members start telling us we need the hearing aid that we begin to get serious that maybe there is a problem. Although I knew I needed hearing aids, I could tell. But I was missing many times what the grandchildren were actually saying, and I would have to take their little face and turn it up to me so I could hear, which was embarrassing. But it was a wonderful experience to begin to hear. I could hear when I walked out of the office that day, people's shoes on the pavement. I couldn't believe it. It was an amazing thing. Now I have called a repairman because I could finally hear that the water was running constantly. So it is embarrassing. I can only imagine how many other things I've missed. You really don't see that behind my ear. Dr. Daines is a wonderful, caring doctor, and not only is it painless, but your family can finally not have to worry about communicating with you and you not hearing, even on your phone. That is a huge, huge thing. And so I would say, do it for your family and loved ones. Now I can hear.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these squads, Lee.
Okay, we'll look at the visiting Weber State Wildcats tonight. In goal tonight, number 29, Lucas Thatcher. Number 3, Gunnar Bjorklund will be defense for Weber State. Jesse Love, number 24. Williams, number 22. Mark Duyan, number 26. And Daniel McPhee will play as well from the right wing position. For Utah State tonight, we mentioned a couple of these guys as graduating seniors this season. Bryce Scherschel in goal tonight. Aaron Ward, Sean Irwin, Cooper Lim, Riley Orr, and Chase Allington. So 3 of your seniors starting tonight. Ty John not playing because of an injury.
That's a big loss for him to lose Johns, but Scherschel has been tough between the pipes there all season long. And when you got a goalie that does a good job of plugging things up, it kind of helps if bodies go down and you have to keep filling in.
It's a lot like having a great shot blocker at the rim in basketball. He makes up for a lot of errors that may happen on defense. So if you got a really good goalie, that will help a lot and makes you, like Coach Fligger talked about, more aggressive on the offensive end.
Now they're introducing the Aggies. There's Scherschel, the senior.
It's been a while since we've been here at a Utah State hockey game on the Valley Channel, but it's fun being back. And the one thing I noticed is they upgraded the logo too. Last time we were here, they had a different logo.
I'll tell you what, if you're ever going to come to a hockey game here at the EC, bring your earplugs.
Yeah, it's loud.
Everybody talks about the Spectrum. I think this place rivals the Spectrum, and it holds about a fifth of what the Spectrum holds. There's Cooper Lim. Riley Orr out of Saskatchewan. And you got to play hockey if your last name's Orr.
Yeah, no kidding. And from Canada.
It's just like you got to play basketball if your last name's Jordan.
That's right.
And there's Chase Allington. And that's your starting lineup for Utah State. And, of course, we'll see plenty of other Aggies on the ice here tonight. And now they're going to do the national anthem, so we will step aside and come back when they drop the puck on this matchup between Weber State and the Aggies of Utah State.
Here at Lewiston State Bank, we offer lots of different loan products to meet your needs. We're happy to work with you and hope that you would enjoy working with us.
We had to take out an automobile loan, and so we came into Lewiston State Bank, and she was so good. She worked with me really, really well.
We are proud to have been serving our customers for over 100 years with personalized, friendly service. Please come in and meet your new friends at Lewiston State Bank.
Clark Salt Lake Express and the airport shuttle have merged and become one.
So we still have doorstep service, and it's about the same price as it was before. Our focus now is to try to provide as many opportunities for people who need to have the ability to get to and from Salt Lake when they want. They don't want to wait at the airport for 2 hours. They also don't want to be driving around the valley when they get here.
And you bring us to a location that leaves on time.
We'll have another vehicle take you here to save time comfortably, and that main vehicle goes 12 times a day on schedule, both leaving the valley and coming back.
National anthem finishing up here at the Eccles Ice Center in North Logan. Utah State and Weber State set to face off the final home game of the year for the Aggies. I'm Eric Olson, with me, Lee Vaughn. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast, brought to you by a bevy of local advertisers that help bring each and every game of the week into your living room. People like the good folks at Lewiston State Bank. They serve individuals and businesses for over 100 years in Cache Valley. And you know, we hear from the coaches before each and every game. Well, Dr. Paul Daines can design a hearing solution that gives you better hearing, and not only better hearing, but hearing that sounds like you want it to, at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Are underway at the Eccles Ice Center. Utah State and Weber State and the Aggies with an opportunity, or knocked off the puck, and now here comes Weber. Bjorklund loses it at center ice. 2-on-1 for Utah State. Shot saved. It's a good look out there by Latham. Right into the glove of Thatcher.
That's a nice stop there, and the Aggies coming out fired up, losing a stick already, and a lot of emotion. You can feel it.
Latham overskates. Tries to get it back, nothing doing. It's Endicott behind his own net. Leaves it out to Genrich. Out front, Chase takes it away. Latham dumps it back, and the puck finally picked up by Genrich. Gives it off across the way. It's free for a moment. But Gibbons picks it up, and here come the Aggies.
Nice defense by Utah State, getting back quickly, and looked like Weber had an open breakaway. Maybe an icing call.
So they'll bring it back and drop it in this end. Hepburn for Utah State along with Pizarro. Hepburn picks it up, tries to swing it in, and he does. A little wrist shot around Thatcher, and the Aggies draw first blood with 18:20 remaining in the first period.
That's a great way to get things started for Utah State. A lot of pressure on Thatcher immediately. Has a couple saves, but gives up a goal in the third shot of the night.
Kind of a little backhanded wrist shot right around Thatcher. And the Aggies don't let up. Trimboli takes the shot from out near his blue line. Aggies in pursuit. Trimboli gets a stick on it. Finally, Fontaine, he's behind the net, leaves it out, and his teammate Trimboli had turned his back. It was right there.
Centering pass and nobody home.
Now Weber in the Aggie end of the ice. The Aggies take it away and back across center ice. A line change for both teams. Well, for the Aggies anyway. Puck up in the air. Lim was in pursuit, but he couldn't beat.
Another icing call against Weber State.
Couldn't beat Yelderman to it. Yelderman was able to knock it out of there.
You know, I didn't see who scored that goal. Was it Beckstrom?
No, it was excuse me, I wrote it down.
Number 19?
It was Hepburn.
Hepburn. A lot of famous people here tonight.
I do not think this is the Hepburn you think it is.
Nice check.
Yeah, Lim checked right off that puck, but then it's picked up out there by Holmes.
Utah State has to clear.
Ward clears back to Orr. Orr. Allington skated right past it. And the Aggies set it up again. Ward. Down in, and now Ward will head to the bench. Beckstrom skates after the puck, but he can't beat Alfork to it.
That's a tough pass and deep into Weber State's territory, but just can't catch up to it.
Out front is Chase. Beckstrom. That one through a lot of traffic. The Aggies end up with it. Another opportunity. Nothing doing. Videtto couldn't find anyone at home. And here comes Weber the other way. Jenrich is relieved of the puck. Momentarily, and Ayler back across center ice. Lindquist back to the middle. Goings couldn't control. And there's Bjorklund. Spins around to a teammate, and he had Pisano that was diving in for it. He loses it, and here come the Aggies. Hepburn again! This one off the leg of Thatcher.
You got to look to get that puck up. You got a 2-on-1 opportunity, make the goalie go one direction and bring it back the other way.
Shot off the skate of Pizarro. And Lindquist across center ice.
Oh, swing and a miss on the board check.
Oh, Herrera tried to get it back inside to Fontaine. And a big check right in front of us. That one brought the fans out of their seats.
Little yapping going on. See if we can see this board check. Oh yeah, it's going to be painful. Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Duyan is going to take a seat, and he's going to be joined by Herrera for Utah State. Duyan for Weber. There's a look at him there. So our first penalty time of the contest.
They called slashing on one of the two.
Well, that'll open the ice up now with only 8 players on the ice, 4 each team. Thatcher stops that one from Ward. Elbowing on Herrera is the official word. And Duyan gets the slashing. Shot wide of the mark by Irwin. He caught that, put it down, and took the shot. Ward takes a crack at it. And the Aggies with a lot of opportunities here in the early going. They lead 1-0, just under 13 minutes to play in the first.
Boy, Weber yet to get a shot on goal and get out of their end of the ice for that matter.
Not a serious shot, that's for sure. Orr chases, but Lim beats him to it. Back to the middle, shot again turned away. Ward tries again, and he heels his stick on the ice. He'd like that one back.
Boy, that was missed opportunity.
Two more players down. It's Videtto, and he's back up and with the puck. Thatcher's got to feel like the fat kid at the dodgeball game out there right now.
Yeah.
Gibbons to Hepburn. He tries to split 2 defenders. Loses it for a minute. And there's a little bit of business between Endicott and Hepburn going on out near the blue line. And finally a whistle. And the head official says to this official here on the side, you better get in there between those two.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call anything. They weren't. Oh, let me take that back. They're going to send Endicott.
They're going to send them both in. Herrera and Hepburn in the sin bin for Utah State. Endicott and Duyan for Weber.
Pretty soon it's going to be 1-on-1 out here.
.11:44 to play in the first period. Utah State struck early at the 18-20 mark for the 1-0 lead. Allington Back to the middle. Swampy. And now Allington chases it down. Trimboli to Allington. He had to stretch to get that. Never really got control. And as a result, Weber turns away that opportunity. Wow. Not a clean save by Thatcher. He knocks another one away, though. Utah State relentless here in the early going.
Yeah, 10 shots on goal. One made its way to the back of the net.
They're skating around with their hair on fire.
We've seen this offensive strategy from Utah State in the past.
There's another one for the Aggies. Gary Higgs buries it in the back of the net. You said we've seen this offensive strategy before.
Yeah, the offensive strategy before is just to dump it into the offensive end of the floor, the rink, and go get it. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Higgs went and got it, didn't catch the assist. See if we can find that out. So now it's 2-0 Utah State. Was it Vidato?
Yep.
With the assist?
That's exactly what they said.
So we're midway through the first period. The Aggies sitting on a 2-0 lead. There's another one. This one turned away by Thatcher as Irwin had a good look. Orr was waiting for some help, and he loses the puck. Bjorklund. Jenrick skates with him. Bjorklund.
Oh, nice save. First time Scherschel's been tested all night.
There's Lim chasing it down. Lim shot saved by Thatcher. The follow-up won't go, and Thatcher covers it up.
Wow. Boy, Thatcher getting beaned all night tonight. He's got to corral that shot and not let the rebound get back to the Aggies. This is a nice play and a great breakaway. Really 3 Wildcats on the puck, but Utah State and Lim just wanted it more.
He had to dig for it, didn't he?
Boy, and he just stops on a dime, lets the defender go by, and drops that puck on goal. And lucky to not be 3-0 if you're a Weber State fan.
Shot by Weber State, stopped by Scherschel. Pizarro, just as he crossed the blue line, wound up and sent that one in there.
Well, they're not getting anything really close right on the net, so they've got to take those blue line slap shots. This is the end of that score, or the end of the nice save a second ago. Lim has an open shot, but look at the puck gets free from Thatcher, and that's tough for the defenders who have now crashed on the crease.
Hepburn leaves it back for Lindquist. He gives it a try. Oh, boy. Thatcher didn't handle that one cleanly, but he finally got down on it.
Yeah, that was a great flat pass right across the creases. Just couldn't get anybody there to can it. Four officials on the ice tonight.
They're going to need them. Thatcher picks up another one. As we have seen it get a little chippy already. And if the USU keeps scoring. Interesting to see how both of these teams approach this one. It's the last home game for Utah State. You know they want to win. But it doesn't really affect their seedings going into the regionals.
No.
I can't imagine that Weber doesn't want to win this game.
Yeah, but you got to think Coach Fligger's thinking what most coaches do going into regionals. You know, we keep everybody healthy and not get stupid and just play our game. And
Goings tripped up.
It's going to be a delayed penalty. Probably going to be a trip.
So now Utah State will get a power play opportunity.
Yeah, we've seen 4 penalties, now 5 so far, but this is the first time we're going to see a power play.
Utah State leading 2-0 with 7:38 to play in the first period, and Endicott with his second trip to the penalty box. So the Aggies with the man advantage. Or looking for an opening. Thatcher controls.
When Thatcher screened out there a little bit, does a great job getting on that puck and holding it in his breadbasket.
Allington trying to dig that out of there along with Trimboli, a couple of Weber State players. It's Gibbons who finally ends up with it. Gives it out front to Orr. Orr fading to his right, back down into Gibbons. Allington turns, being contested by Bjorklund. And Trimboli comes out with it.
Weber State trying desperately to clear it. They're going to get that chance right now.
1 minute left on the power play opportunity and a whistle. Another elbow. Are they calling that on Utah State or on Weber? They call it on Weber. It's Bjorklund.
Just sent Bjorklund to the bin.
So now a 2-man advantage for Utah State.
For another 57 seconds.
Right in front of the net, the puck is free. Thatcher can't find it, and neither can the Aggies. Thatcher kicks that one away.
Wow. Boy, it looked like Hepburn had 3 or 4 swats at it and couldn't put it in.
Thatcher couldn't control it. It was free for what seemed like forever.
Still 22 seconds on the double power play opportunity.
Boy, Irwin tried to go top shelf with it, and he went way too high, up over the top of the net, into the nets above the glass. Just tried to flick that one up and over Thatcher's shoulder past his ear. Beckstrom back to the middle. Now Beckstrom. Beckstrom right to Thatcher. So 5 more Aggies will come on. The Aggies are up 2 men right now. They'll be still in a power play situation. in 5 seconds. Oh, that one sitting around and finally stuck into the back of the net by Gibbons. How many times have we seen the puck free in the crease and nobody can seem to find it, goalie included, and this time someone finally does find it. It looks like it's Sean Gibbons, as Thatcher just couldn't handle it cleanly. 3-0 Utah State.
Going to take advantage of the power play.
They're going to give Allington the assist. Lim gets the second assist. Orr lost his stick. He kicked that puck out of there. And another.
Wow.
Weber State player sent off. It's Endicott again.
Didn't see what the call was of the signal. But he's going to get another 2-minute rest.
So another power play opportunity for the Aggies, leading 3-0 with 5:06 to play.
Slashing the call again.
Hepburn had another opportunity there, but the good save by Thatcher. Beckstrom out front to Irwin. Thatcher cleanly takes care of that one. And he kind of shakes his head, Lee, as he pulls that one up. He's had so many that he just can't get a hold of. He's been bobbling them around, and he's given up at least one goal because he hasn't been able to handle it cleanly.
That's 21 shots on goal and 18 saves in one period. Wow. He's just getting pummeled.
Meanwhile, Scherschel's been back there fixing himself a sandwich, getting himself a cold one, and watching all the action at the other end of the ice.
Well, they've had 2 shots on goal that were pretty difficult, but you know, credit the Aggies for keeping it away from their end of the ice.
Orr all by himself, so he backs it out. Kimboli under the Allington. Kimboli goes to help him dig that out of there, but Bjorklund won't let him have it. Finally, Allington takes it away from him.
Still no shots on goal in this power play, 30 seconds to go.
Gibbons, who scored the last goal, sends that one around behind the net. Allington chases it down. Lim sends it back in, and here's a breakaway opportunity for Weber. Wide of the mark goes Jenrich's shot. Best opportunity of the night for Weber, and it was a short-handed attempt. And now we're at full strength. Herrera looking for someone, looks to Holmes and ends up giving it to Fontaine, whose shot goes wide.
Endicott messing around again down right in front of our location. .225 to go in this first period.
Herrera was looking for it, but Yelderman
kept it in.
Thieved it away, and then Irwin comes up with it.
They're going to call offsides. I thought that puck stayed in the zone, but it didn't.
2:20 to play in a first period that's been all Utah State. It's 3-0 Utah State with goals at 18:20, 10:32, and 5:30 by Hepburn, Higgs, and Gibbons.
There's the Aggies dump and chase offense, and it's working out pretty well for
Hepburn
them.
to the middle. Goings can't finish. And you're right, it worked almost to perfection that time. And the nets come off, and they're going to have to stop play and put it back. Icon Health and Fitness, one of our sponsors. Icon's one of the world's largest developers, manufacturers, and marketers of fitness equipment with brands that include Nordic Track, Proform, Weider, Reebok, Gold's Gym, and Health Rider. Don't forget about Proform, Reebok, Westlow, and Jump King brands of exercise equipment, all at Icon Health and Fitness. Icon has been supporting the game of the week for local athletics for a long time. Things heating up on the ice as Lindquist looks for one of his teammates. Gibbons finally gets it back to Lindquist. The centering pass, no. Chase looks down in.
Well, that's some of the hardest checking I've seen in a long time in any hockey game.
Kind of get the idea these teams aren't real pals.
No. Weber dumps it in to get a line change. It's a shift change. It changed the whole thing.
It was everybody, yep. Latham and Vedetto skating with it. Latham out front, and then it's cleared away by Yelderman.
Thatcher, good job sealing off that corner.
He had it shut tight, didn't he? Beckstrom leaves it back for Hepburn. Nope, excuse me, that's Gibbons. And it's covered up by Thatcher. And with 17 seconds left in the period, we'll change again. Orr, Trimboli, Lim, Allington, and Higgs will skate out the last 17 seconds of this wild first period. That's going to do it for the first period. All Aggies after the first 20 minutes. 3-0 Utah State sitting on the nice lead. And you know, before we started tonight, Lee Vaughn and I had some food from Trader Jim's. I'll talk about it a little bit after, but Lee got a chance to talk with Marty Spicer, the owner of Trader Jim's out in Smithfield, and had a nice conversation with him. Let's hear from Lee and Marty Spicer.
Well, Marty, we're talking about your restaurant, Trader Jim's, and it's a fantastic restaurant and a great location in Smithfield, Utah. Tell me about really how you got the idea and why you chose Smithfield.
Well, we've been in Smithfield, and we just wanted a hometown restaurant there for the north end of the valley, and we have a lot of flavor there in terms of old antiques and that. It's all from the Smithfield area, the whole north region.
Yeah, well, I was in there this evening, as a matter of fact, and I had a chance to walk around. And I saw a lot of the things there, including the menu, and there's a lot of great things on it. We're going to see a bunch of them right now. So give us a rundown as we're walking through your restaurant.
Well, we've got a cross between Chinese and American. A lot of the top favorites from the old feng shui days. This year's our Navajo taco. It's for two. Yeah, just a great meal.
Unless you're Eric Olson, then it's just for you.
That's right. See, they're fixing. There's our Snake River Raw Burger with fries, and that's got lots of cheeses, bacons, 2 cheeses on it. And it's just one of our top on a rye bread. There's one of our cheeseburger favorites. We've got many different cheeseburgers, some specials, pastrami cheeseburgers.
Those fries look awesome.
They are. That's people come in just to have the fries. They're beautiful breading on them, and they just taste great. We went through 22 choices. There's our tiny spicy chicken.
Pretty popular.
It is. It's our #1 seller, and our egg rolls are made fresh daily, not frozen. And Taco Tuesday. Come on down. We've got chicken and beef tacos.
It's a bird.
It's a bird, you're right. But yeah, it's a fun thing we're doing on Tuesdays. Come down, really excellent pricing, and love to have you there.
Well, you can go down and take a look at Trader Jim's. It's in Smithfield. Give me the exact address. I know where it is because I drive by it every day.
It's 101 North Main Street, right there at the light on the west side, just north of Smithfield Implement. And a lot of parking in the back.
It's a beautiful building, and the inside, the ambiance is fantastic. Talk to me about your food, because sometimes when we think of hamburgers and things like that, we think we can walk into some place and get out in 45 seconds, we're ready to go. And that's really not the case at your restaurant.
No, it's not. We would be considered not fast food, but we cook it fresh, and we want you to have a good experience, but we do try to expedite it. We know what it's like. Life is busy.
Well, it took me about 12 minutes today to get 2 burgers, and we actually got them here right now. We have this is a special order, and I'm going to give this to you to hold up, if you would. Maybe our viewers can see that. That's a special order. That's the Reuben burger. It's not even on the menu.
We do specials on every Friday and Saturday. We bring out new additions. This is one of our burgers that we've had before, weeks prior, and people love it.
Yeah, well, so if you see a special and you really liked it, you may be able to get it if it's not on special anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and we bring them back, but in addition, if you ask for it and head on a special, we'll take care of you.
Awesome. Well, I ordered that for my friend Eric Olson, who's not here yet, so maybe we'll just share it with somebody else.
Is he late again?
He's late again. And I ordered for me the Snake River burger, which when I opened it, I thought, that's not a burger, that's a sandwich. Tell me about the bread choice.
Well, we went with a rye bread. We felt that we wanted something a little bit different. It is a burger. It's got 2 different cheeses on it.
It smells fantastic.
It's a fantastic burger. It's our #1 selling burger, and get it in a combo size. We've got unlimited drinks, and so it's a real value place. Some great kids meals too.
Well, let's talk about the rest of your menu. We saw a few of those items there. Tell me about some of your most popular items. Tiny spicy chicken is obviously a holdover from previous days, and that's one of my favorite items. Yeah. But talk to me about really where you got the ideas. You mentioned you went through 22 different options for French fries.
Well, the 22 options, we went through taste testing of 22 different types of French fries and 7 taste tests until we got down to this one. We were going to go a different direction, but when we saw these, we couldn't pass it up, and they've been a favorite to everyone who's come in.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying them. They smell fantastic. Yeah, give us the address once again and the phone number, because you can order takeout as well.
Order takeout, it's 563-4000, and we're at 101 North Main Street, right there on the west. Lots of parking out back, and come on down.
563-4000, Trader Jim's Restaurant, American and Chinese cuisine. It's fantastic, and it's a great local business, so be sure to support it.
Thanks.
Well, okay, so Lee Vaughn had the Snake River burger, and he loved it. I had this Reuben burger. Outstanding. That's a Trader Jim's, so go on out and see him out there. We're going to take a break. It's 3-0 in the first intermission. Utah State with the lead over Weber State.
Clark Salt Lake Express and the airport shuttle have merged and become one.
So we still have doorstep service, and it's about the same price as it was before. Our focus now is to try to provide as many opportunities for people who need to have the ability to get to and from Salt Lake when they want. They don't want to wait at the airport for 2 hours. They also don't want to be driving around the valley when they get here.
And you bring us to a location that leaves on time.
We'll have another vehicle take you here to save time comfortably, and that main vehicle goes 12 times a day on schedule, both leaving the valley and coming back.
And when it comes right down to it, we've been in business over 50 years. That's one of the reasons why, is because we service our product here, and you don't want to have to try to put your 60-inch TV in the back of your truck and haul it to Salt Lake for service. Anything that's bought here, we'll service it here and take care of it. If you buy it here, of course, we can deliver it, set it up, show you how to operate it. If you choose just to take it home, we'll explain that to you ahead of time. We'll sell you the proper cables. If you have questions, call us back. We want you to get the best picture and sound you can get for the purchase you've made.
Back at it on the ice here at the Eccles Ice Center, 3-0. Utah State leading Weber.
Weber State's got to get something going early in this second period, now down 3-0 and can't afford to give up another goal.
The Aggies scored early, and they scored often in that first. They scored just a minute and 40 seconds in to take a 1-0 lead. Hepburn, a little backhanded wrist shot. Genrich with a look.
Wide of the goal.
Higgs scored for Utah State at 10:32, and Gibbons at 5:30. And that's where we stand. 22 minutes into this thing.
Utah State's defense started with their offense. They were so often in Weber State's end of the ice that there was really only 3 shots on goal against Scherschel. They sent them all back.
Yeah, Scherschel could have just not even played in that first period, and at the worst, we'd be tied.
Yeah. Conversely, Thatcher had faced 24 shots on goal, 21 saves, but gave up 3 goals.
Latham never really got any mustard on that one. Hepburn skates with Higgs and Trimboli, Verdetto and Lindquist. Here's Weber with a good chance. Scherschel stops that one. It's underneath his legs, and now he's in the net, and the puck's behind the net.
We're not going to roll out a goal. There's a Weber State player that's rolled right into the crease with Scherschel. Take a look here, and the puck still, you can see it right between his legs going in the 5-hole where it's headed across the line, but by then there's a Weber State player in the crease and headed towards the net at the same time. Look at that puck just sitting there.
My goodness. And it didn't go in, it came out the side. I don't know how that didn't go in. I don't know how Scherschel's inseam is now not 3 inches longer. He was doing his best Jean-Claude Van Damme impression there. If you're not sure about that reference, look it up. Lindquist on it. Hepburn and Goings come back with him. Now it's out front to Ward. Thatcher stuck his stick in there and saved what would have been sure trouble for Weber. Hepburn to the middle. Goes off of Goings' skate. Went back to Hepburn. You watch the Utah State offense. It looks like a motion offense in basketball.
Yeah, it's a circular offense. They just keep rotating around. They get into a corner.
It's like opening up a clock and looking at all the gears going in there. Guess that's why they call it clockwork, right? Fontaine behind the net. Out front, it's Irwin.
Whoa. I don't know how that happened. The puck just sat there for a second in the Weber State crease.
Icing, so they'll bring it back. Drop it again. Cache Valley Hospital is dedicated to providing the highest level of healthcare services to our community. That's Cache Valley Hospital, patient-friendly healthcare choice for our community.
Hey, did you talk about my Snake River burger?
I did. I talked about how much you liked it.
Holy crap, that was awesome.
I told everybody how I reached for it and you bit my arm off at the elbow.
It was really good.
Oh, a little backhand flick shot out there by Holmes. That would have brought the roof off of this place. Another one, that one. Hit one of the pipes.
Weber State's defenders doing a much better job in this period, keeping the shots on goal to a minimum. Only 2 shots on goal so far.
Weber trails 3-0, but there's been plenty of interest by both teams in hitting the other team. Thatcher turns aside that look by Riley Orr. And here comes Weber State. Opportunity for the men in purple, and Bjorklund can't finish as Scherschel takes care of it.
In that first period, we saw 7 penalties, only 2 against the Aggies. And Endicott for Weber State sat in the sin bin for 6 minutes total.
Scherschel gets a skate on that one. Allington digs it out of there. He's got Lim skating with him. Lim to the middle. Lim leaves it back. Here's Chase with a shot, and it won't go. Oh! If that first you don't succeed, try again, and Orr gets it done. Take a look. Chase's shot caroms off the backboards and Orr. I think it was actually Allington that finished it. Orr looked like he was going to wrap it around, and Allington, I think, finished. Oh, they gave it to Orr. So Orr did finish it.
They're going to give the goal to Orr after all.
So now it's 4-0.
Well, it's a deep hole if you're the Weber State Wildcats.
They just really haven't been able to get any offense going. Higgs can't get it. Gets it back, looks over to Latham. Tomboli, Latham in the middle. Beckstrom was slashing in. He couldn't finish it. The Aggies keep control. Thatcher finally stops that one. 13:23 to play in the second period, and the Aggies widen the gap. Salt Lake Express, one of our sponsors, personal door-to-door pickup and drop-off service to and from the Salt Lake City Airport every hour, or they have economic services from convenient Cache Valley locations.
Not something you see very often in hockey, but a timeout for Weber State.
Timeout. You don't see that very often.
Well, Coach Flieger's got to get his troops rallied right now, and this is a great coaching opportunity. He's got a lot of young kids out there who haven't seen as much playing time on the 3 and 4 lines, and get their heads back in the game now, down 4-0. See what they're made of.
Discount Tire and Automotive, another one of our sponsors. There's so much more than a tire store. Belts, hoses, batteries, alignments, brakes, shocks, struts, suspension, air conditioning service, check engine light, preventative maintenance, and full oil change? Yeah, we do all of that at Discount Tire and Automotive. It has been all Utah State. 3 out of the 4 times these two teams have met, Weber State has come out with the win. And tonight, the Aggies trying to send those 4 seniors out in style. $12 goals last night for Utah State, 4 in the first 27 minutes tonight. They've been able to get a little bit more aggressive offensively as Weber State here in the second period, make Scherschel work a little bit more, but still.
Scherschel's only faced 7 shots on goal in both periods so far, with 12:42 to go in the second.
Well, there are only 3 in that first period, so he's already had 4 come his way here in this second period. We're not quite halfway through the second period.
Shots wide.
Pizarro's shot goes wide. He tries to chase it back down. Hepburn and Irwin are there for Utah State. Irwin knocks it out of there, and it's Yelderman comes up with it for Weber State.
Icing penalty.
Immaculate Home is another one of our sponsors. They have distinctive and stylish exteriors with custom modern floor plans. Immaculate offers a 3-year unmatched warranty on your home, and their goal is to have you happy in years to come, not just the day you move in. That's Immaculate Homes. Yelderman in a hurry behind the net and across center ice. And then it's poked away by one of the Aggies. Looked like maybe Fontaine.
That's good defense, and defense is starting the offense for Utah State tonight.
Fontaine again at the blue line. Leaves it back for Gibbons. And he has to get it back. Chase retreats. Fontaine down the far side. Fontaine shot. Ooh. Holmes going at it out there with one of the Wildcats.
It's going to be a delayed penalty against Weber State. Tripping. First penalty of the second period.
And it comes almost midway through the second period. It's Yelderman. And he's joined by his teammate Duyong.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Here's a look.
There's the trip. That's a pretty easy call.
2 minutes for both of them.
Weber State penalties. Assessment number 14, Chris Yelderman, will serve 2 minutes in the vicinity for tripping. Penalties number 26, Mark Kimon. Also 2 minutes for tripping.
Tripping for both of them. So it's a 5-on-3 opportunity. The Aggies scored earlier in this situation. Second time tonight that they've had a 2-man advantage. Straight away, puck's free.
Oh, that was wide open.
There's another look, and this one goes. Irwin, the senior, Right at 10 minutes even. Irwin finishes that off. And the Aggies still have the advantage. They let one out of the sin bin with that goal.
Boy, Thatcher is just getting worked in the pipes for Weber State tonight. You got to wonder when Coach Fligger will look at taking him out.
Boy, Scherschel comes way out. He's almost to the blue line. He's got to get back. And Jenrich makes him pay.
Scherschel. That was so far out. I didn't see which Weber State Wildcat
that was. It was Jenrich. Number 4.
Number 4.
Numero 4. Scherschel came way out of the goal to come chase a puck. And then he went down and he couldn't get back in time. Maybe he was just bored.
Yeah, he was. Well, that was only the 5th shot on goal this period, but now he's got 1 goal against, 4 saves.
And that was a short-handed goal.
Sure was.
For Weber for 40 more seconds. Utah State will have the advantage on the power play. Irwin dumps it in and chases it himself. Hepburn knocks one of the Wildcats off the puck. Hepburn fakes and brings it back around the other side. Ward. Irwin straight away. Thatcher's there. .9:02 to play here in this second period. The Aggies leading 5-1.
You don't want to give Weber State any momentum. They're a pretty good offensive team. A couple of players on this team with 46 points and one with 42 on the season.
Irwin. And he dumps it down in. There's the change for the Aggies, and both teams at full strength. Weber State back. And Scherschel with the glove save. Endicott skates all the way around the goal, and I think he was running his mouth all the way around.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time in the sin bin in the first period in Endicott, didn't he?
3 penalties.
He's their ornery one, huh? Herrera somehow keeping control of that one. Now Weber State digs it out for a moment. Fontaine to Herrera, coming out front and then losing it. It was Holmes. Boy, he had an opportunity. There's Fontaine. Thatcher goes down. Utah State still controlling the puck. Thatcher's back up. And that went off of his skate. I think Thatcher might be ready for the bus ride home.
Offsides call.
And I'm going to drop it again. Wendy's is the real choice in fast food. We deliver quality fresh food with real ingredients that provide the best tasting fast food, and that's at Wendy's of Cache Valley, another one of our game sponsors.
We're going to give a coupon to have a free quarter-pound cheeseburger at Wendy's to our player of the game.
You are.
Sure are.
Here's another look for Yenrich. He can't find the range there, but he was looking at a nice shot right in front of the net.
Well, Utah State just relentless.
A little bit of a pilfer there by Orr, wasn't it? But it's Weber coming the other way. No numbers there for Weber State. Now the Aggies control. Yenrich is going to chase this one down. Back to the middle. Duyon's a little late. There's another shot. But Scherschel turns away. Under 6 minutes to play now in the second period. Knocked off the puck. Lindquist tracks it down. He's got Goings in front of the net, goes back to Hepburn. Out front is Irwin. Irwin sends it across to Goings. Now back to Irwin, and he's wide of Hepburn.
It's going to be an icing call. And the errant pass.
Weber with a goal here in the second period. Utah State with 2 goals here in the second period, and it's 5-1 with 4:45 to play in the second period. We're going to bring it back and drop it again. PR Graphics, one of our sponsors. We create banners, signs, vehicle graphics, and wraps. And graphics for your four-wheeler or snowmobile. We can do any size, color, or design of graphics, and we can customize or recreate to meet anyone's needs. That's a PR Graphics.
Wonder if I could do that instead of a new paint job.
Yeah, you could. Have you seen the Valley Channel van driving around?
Sweet.
It looks like a brand new vehicle. Do that in Hollywood all the time.
Huh.
Facelifts, Botox.
So I thought
instead of doing all that, they just give them a wrap.
So my original idea was not that original. Okay.
No. So really, I would just quit trying to come up with some new idea, 'cause everybody's already had them all.
Probably true.
And then when you want to change it, they can just remove the whole wrap and put a new one on.
Huh.
If I were you, I'd get your face all over the entire vehicle.
I was going to get your face.
So when people look in the back of their mirror, they see your face in that mirror. Yeah. Behind the net, Yenrich leaves it back, and boy, that was Snowball that tried to put that one around front. He had a teammate there, and he couldn't convert. Bjorklund. 3-on-1. And he ends up losing the puck. Here comes Holmes. Holmes, same thing, taking on a whole litter of Wildcats. Yenrik with another chance. Scherschel poked that one away, didn't he?
Just couldn't get his stick on it to get a clean shot at Scherschel.
Yenrik has scored the only goal for Weber State tonight as we're under 3 minutes to play in the second. Snowball out front. Naylor. And now it's Chase with it for Utah State. Goes by Lim. Ward trying to clear it. He finally does. Weaver comes up with the puck momentarily. Yenrik had his back turned. He's going off. He had that puck coming right up the back of his skate. Two minutes to play now in the second period. Lindquist holds, tries to center it, it's taken away. Hepburn past his own blue line, now to Goings. Goings in the Weber State zone and behind the net. Leaves it out for Tromboli.
It's tipped off a stick. Into the net, above the boards.
1:23 to play in the second period. 5-1 Utah State. So no shutout tonight for the Aggies, but they are comfortably in control.
Yeah, really could have had a shutout. But Scherschel got crazy, went out to the blue line past the curling circles.
Maybe he wanted a shot on it.
I guess.
They're out in front of the net again. That puck still free. Thatcher's down laying on it.
Finally freezes it by just slamming his knees together.
Beckstrom is trying to slip that one through. Take a look.
And Thatcher, after a minute, has got nothing else to do. Just lay there and hope the puck is stuck between his knee pads. You see it just sitting out there in front.
And you see it out there free, and here comes. Saw right there at the last second, Beckstrom trying to put that one in the back of the net. Thatcher got down on it. Under 30 seconds to play here in this second period. Love working on Ward. Love finally comes out of there with it, then Herrera trips him up. And there's the whistle with 10 seconds to play. So Herrera is going to take a seat. He'll get 2 minutes, tripping? Likely the call. Nope.
Didn't see the signal. That was the clip.
Yeah, it was tripping.
Ten seconds to go. That means the Aggies will start shorthanded to begin the third period.
So a rare power play opportunity for Weber State. They're going to drop the puck again with 2.6 on the clock. And that'll be the end of the second period of play. The Aggies put 2 more on the board. Weber puts one of their own. It's 5-1 Utah State.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get their burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burning.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Aggies number 3 in the final Western Region rankings. It just came out. Bjorklund takes the shot. Clears that, and then Bjorklund steals it away as Holmes sent it down in. Henrik behind the net, around the other side. I'll set it up. Not sure if he was dumping that one down in or if he was trying to take a shot there, but it was wide of the goal. Bjorklund ends up with it.
Utah State still trying to kill this penalty with 55 seconds to go.
Power play to start the period. Snowball digging at it. And Scherschel ices that puck, and there's 50 seconds left on the power play for Weber State. Here's a look.
Scherschel does a good job freezing that puck, finally getting his glove down on it, and bring the puck back to center ice.
Bjorklund with it, and Lim harasses him, and Orr knocked it away for a moment. 25 seconds left on the power play for Weber State. Henrik looking down to Bjorklund, doesn't give it to him. Under 10 seconds left on the power play for Weber State. Henrik takes the shot. Bjorklund sends it around behind the net, and Lim tracks it down. Herrera chasing. Herrera behind the net and has it slapped away by Henrik.
Well, that's a good play. You see the man coming out of the penalty box.
Oh! Backhand shot by Herrera. Here's another look. That was through the legs of Thatcher and in the back of the net before Thatcher even knew it was there. I think it took you by surprise, didn't it?
Yeah.
Beckstrom gets the assist. And they give this also the assist to Orr. So Beckstrom and Orr get the assists. And the goal by Herrera, and it's a 6-1 Aggie lead. This has been the Aggies' night, Lee. The Aggies came out aggressive. They came out wanting to put this thing away, and Weber State really just didn't match that level of intensity. There's another look. That time Thatcher controls.
You got to wonder if Coach Fligger has another goalie he'd like to get some time in before regionals. Doesn't really look to take Thatcher out. Should give the Utah State team a lot of confidence going into regionals. And
Goings turns on it too high.
.16:40 to go in the third period. Have to be a modern day miracle for the Wildcats to come back. Scherschel might have to just go sit on the bench for them to get a shot at coming back into this game. Oh
boy, here come the officials, and there has been plenty of hitting in this one.
The penalty is going to be against Weber, it looks like. Number 26 headed to the Duyan again.
Duyan, is that his second or third visit?
That's his second.
He's got one more visit to catch up to Endicott.
They'll send number 91 from Utah State in as well.
Bjorklund across the blue line. Gibbons interferes with him, and the penalty on Weber is slashing. I didn't hear what the official call was on Goings.
Interference.
Interference, okay, and now Gibbons is going to take a seat next to Goings. Hooking the call on Gibbons. So the advantage for Weber State. Only 3 on the ice for the Aggies. Bjorklund right into the breadbasket.
That was a nice centering pass. Scherschel just there to pick it up. Look at this pass back across the crease. The defenders aren't there and can't pick it up. Number 3, Bjorklund, makes a nice shot, but Scherschel even better.
He got around in a hurry, and there's the glove save by Scherschel. That was textbook, that first save by Scherschel, as the puck went from one side to the other. He got his body around and square to face the attacker, got down and covered the 5-hole. They would have had to go top shelf over his shoulder, his back shoulder, if they wanted to score that.
Which is a pretty hard shot.
Yep. Yenrich looks, Holmes clears it out.
Still 40 seconds to go on the dual penalties.
Yenrich all the way around. He takes a shot and he buries it. He wanted that one all the way, didn't he? So at 14:47, Yenrich gets the shot and the goal. Scherschel was there for that one. It was just too quick.
Gibbons comes out now, still 2 men one in each box.
So even strength. Lim lost it for a moment. May have had an opportunity. He looked down for Orr, who's in front of the net.
Both penalty boxes empty.
$14:15 to play in the game. Both teams at even strength. Full strength, excuse me.
Which is also even.
Yes, yes it is. Arlington wins the faceoff against Pizarro. Well, as far as the seniors go tonight, Irwin's got a goal. Scherschel's been nice in goal. Johns is injured and Allington hasn't scored, but
got an assist.
Played a lot of minutes and has the assist.
Eight goals tonight. 6 for the Aggies, 2 for the Wildcats.
Duyan out Pizarro, and Pizarro couldn't control. So the Aggies bring it the other way. Herrera back to Holmes. Holmes off balance, gets his own rebound try, and it's flicked up into the air by Endicott. And we're going to have another penalty. And this one, I believe, is going to be on McPhee, probably a trip. So McPhee into the penalty box, and it is tripping. Seen that one a lot tonight, Lee.
Yeah. Late in the season, everybody's tired.
Power play for Utah State, 13-14 to play in the hockey game. A 6-2 Aggie lead. Hepburn. Gonna go off the stick of Love as he tried to turn on that one.
The Aggies have scored on 2 power plays so far in this game.
Yenrick has scored both goals for Weber State. Hepburn to the middle. Hepburn's shot turned away. The rebound caromed by Vedetto also goes awry. Vedetto in front of the net. And that pass goes wide of its intended target, Beckstrom. And Irwin has to go get it. Hepburn skating with Beckstrom and Vedetto. Beckstrom misses. Gibbons to the middle. Tromboli couldn't get it in there. Tromboli just tried to finesse it through the gap. Thatcher able to get down on it. There's a look.
Well, you can see Thatcher's just been working all night in that crease. Been as many white sweaters as there have been purple sweaters in there.
Here's Orr. Rim too high. Tromboli, Allington, now Lim. Oh, he tries to get it over to Orr and finally does.
Finally. Weber State clears.
Weber looking for a short-handed goal, but Scherschel stops it. Here's another look at it. Yelderman has the opportunity.
That's a very tough angle to take. You really shorten your window when you take that wide side. And the goalie can block most of the opening pretty easily from there. You got to go back to the middle and open up that net.
If you're hitting that, you are a sniper of the first order.
Yeah.
All right. Weber at full strength. So Utah State not able to capitalize on that power play. Fontaine, and the Aggies have numbers. Fontaine back to the middle. Herrera couldn't finish. Don't know if he couldn't handle or if it was tipped away at the last moment by one of the defenders. Herrera turns. Thatcher's there. Fontaine was on it, and it kicked back out to Higgs. That one wide, and we're going to get a whistle.
Maybe against Utah State. I think I saw the slashing signal again.
Exactly what we saw. So a power play for Weber. Herrera takes a seat. Higgs winds up here for the big shot. It went a little wide.
Halfway through this third period now, 10 minutes to go.
Power play opportunity for Weber State. Trailing 6-2 with 9:50 to play in this game. Yenrich has been a bright spot for Weber State tonight. He scored both of their goals.
Utah State able to clear again.
Aaron's stick on the floor. Bjorkman turns and looks, skates back to his own blue line.
That's what I like about hockey. Lose some equipment, keep playing.
Keep playing. It wasn't Bjorkman's own blue line, it was Utah State's, pardon. Bjorkman behind the net. A snowball. Snowball looking for an opening. Now Bjorkman again at the blue line.
This power play just about used up with 34 seconds to go.
Yeldon turns, nothing there. Yenrich with it. Yenrich across the way. And the Aggies 15 seconds away from killing this power play. Shot. Saved by Scherschel. Hazeldene's shot.
Well, Scherschel's played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, the senior in goal really has. And now the Aggies back to full strength. Here's another look.
Get those pads down, no go. Oh,
Goodness.
That's the kind of shot that'll knock some teeth out. Swampy's got the face mask. That'll save his pearly whites. Swampy, not a nickname. That's his last name.
Let's take another look here.
See if we can see his face. It goes right up against the boards. That face mask saves his smile for future day.
Bam!
Going to be an icing call against Weber State, and we'll bring it back to their end of the ice.
Hepburn laid the wood to somebody down at the other end behind the net. Cache Valley Audiology, one of our sponsors, as we take a look at the scoreboard. 6-2 Utah State. Are you missing out on the wonderful sounds of life? Do you have a difficult time understanding friends and family? Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology can bring back what you've been missing.
Wait. Did you say Cache Valley Audiology can help me understand my wife?
Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Can they help you understand your wife?
You said you can understand family.
He's very good at what he does, but I don't know if he's that kind of miracle worker, Dr. Paul Daines. If he could figure that out,
oh man,
he'd be the most famous and sought-after doctor in the entire world.
I agree. Shot wide.
But he can help you hear her better and more clearly. That's what we're talking about.
That's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Depends on what she's telling you.
Utah State trying to salt away this game now. 6:28 to play in the third with a commanding 6-2 lead.
They're still attacking. Haven't gone to the stall four corners, have they? Gibbons shot. Tried to go top shelf on that one.
I don't know if they will against
Weber.
Weber.
On it. No. They want a chance to get back with some of those losses.
Yeah, this is a great confidence boost for the Aggies going into regionals.
The snowball was looking for Williams. It went wide of the mark. Here comes Cooper Lim across center ice, across the blue line.
Nobody there skating with him.
Nope, sent that across the face of the net. Orr was there late.
Weber State keeps it in, loses control.
Orr's got it between his skates. Now they flick it out of there. And with 4.5 minutes to play, and the Aggies leading 6-2. They've got this one well in hand. Kimboli catches it, puts it down, chases it. He tried to leave it back for Goings, but the defense was there. Hepburn turns. Thatcher stops it. Under 4 minutes to play now. Hepburn to the middle. Goings gets it in. Take a look at the nice assist. He leaves the dime and there's the change. (7-2) at the 3:45 mark.
And that's another Utah State goal! Scored by number 91, Sam Goings. Assist number 21, Sam.
Well, if there's any doubt how really well the Aggies are playing hockey right now, they came out of the gate and let Weber State know how good they are, and putting 3 on the board immediately in the third period and then just adding to it each period thereafter.
Three in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in this one thus far. As we approach 3 minutes to play. And they'll keep looking for more. They're not going to back off. Holmes knocked off the puck. No whistle. Unless it's quite severe, they may just let him play out the final 2:45.
Yep.
Another goal. This one by Chase. One minute and 2 seconds after the last. Boy, the defender there didn't even really try to get in the way of that one. He tried to get out of the way. Weber's done. They're ready for the bus ride home.
Well, this sends a message to the rest of the region as well that Utah State just came out and pummeled Weber in their last game of the season.
Bjorklund shot, the glove save by Scherschel. 2:25 to play. Well, even if Weber State was mixing some things up,
still
the Aggies were dominant.
Yeah.
Which is what you would expect if Weber State's maybe trying to mix some things up and try some new things, and maybe they're not playing.
First puck of the night over the boards.
Yeah.
Unusual. 2:11 to go in the game.
Well, the Aggies are going to try for more.
I told you, there's no love lost here. They got no problem putting a whooping on the guys in purple, because they've taken a few of them from this year.
Yeah.
They did tie them once, 3-3 back in October.
It was Ward.
Delayed penalty. The fans are looking for a fight, but that was more of a I just fell over and you fell with me type of deal.
The fans are hollering for throw the bum out, are they? It's Williams that'll come over to the penalty box. In fact, they're just going to let him go to the locker room. He's
I think he's hurt.
Yeah, he's limping. So with 1:32, Williams limps off for Weber. It's an 8-2 Aggie lead. it's all over but the crying here at the Eccles Ice Center. And officials are over talking to Coach Fligger.
They're going to take the puck, drop it in the Utah State end of the ice.
There you go.
2-minute penalty, 1:32 to go. You might as well just hit the shower, son.
Yeah.
If indeed hockey players do shower, that is a myth.
Well, if you've ever been near a hockey locker room, the smell alone will make plants grow. Okay, well, for Utah State, Chris Vedetto is going to take a seat for the rest of the night. So power play opportunity for Weber, and instead here comes Orr, turned away by Thatcher. Orr out front, won't go by Allington, and he can't get there before Bjorklund does.
Tyler Williams, game misconduct.
1 minute to play in an 8-2 hockey game. Utah State in control from the start. They scored 1 minute and 40 seconds into this one and never looked back. Took a 3-0 lead into the first intermission. 5-1 after the second, and now it's 8-2. .30 seconds. Hepburn to Holmes. And the Aggies are going to get a win in their final home game. A save at the buzzer by Scherschel. And the Aggies win it 8-2 over Weber State. Thanks for joining us for Utah State Hockey on the Valley Channel. It was brought to you tonight by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. Salt Lake Express, door-to-door service to and from the Salt Lake Airport every hour. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Immaculate Homes, now your home. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. VR Graphics for all your promotional graphics needs. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone, and only $10 a month. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. For Lee Vaughn and the guys in the truck behind the camera doing the hard work, I'm Eric Olson saying we'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.